We hereby convene the 5,634th meeting. Lisa, would you mind joining me for the thought of the day, please?
Thank you, President Timo. A number of you may have heard this, one of my favorite Stephen Covey ditties. But I found it relevant then and I find it relevant now. This is a story he tells of a sailor. And it's about experience and perception. 2 battleships assigned to the training squadron had been at sea on maneuvers in heavy weather for several days. I was serving on the lead battleship and was on watch on the bridge as night fell. Visibility was poor with patch fog, and the captain remained on the bridge also, keeping an eye on all activities. Shortly after dark, the lookout on the wing of the bridge reported light bearing on the starboard bow. "Is it steady or moving astern?" the captain called out. Lookout replied, "Steady, Captain," which meant we were on a dangerous collision course with that ship. The captain then called to the signal man. "Signal that ship, we are on a collision course. Advise you to change course 20 degrees. Back came the signal. "Advisable for you to change course 20 degrees. The captain said, "Send, I'm a captain, change course 20 degrees. "I'm a seaman 2nd class, came the reply. "You had better change course 20 degrees. By that time, the captain was out of his mind with fury. He spat out, "Send, I'm a battleship, change course 20 degrees. Back came the flashing light. "I'm a lighthouse." So we changed course. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lisa. This is great. Well, before we introduce our guest, and Mike, if you want to come up here and join me for the introduction. A quick reminder, we'll get to the questions in Zoom and here in the room in time. Please be mindful of the speaker's time. Be succinct with your questions, to the point. Don't rattle like I do. We'll look at the chat. And with that, Mike, if you please do the honor of the introduction.
All right, thank you, Timo. I'm really honored to be here today. And I've been very honored to serve as the Assistant District Governor for this club for my 3rd year now. So it's great to be in person here today, and I'm very happy to be able to introduce today's speaker. Ade Onayemi, a licensed architect, was born in Nigeria. He's the president of Urban Resource Incorporated, Architects and Planners, an award-winning architectural firm. A former adjunct instructor at Triton College, Ade has volunteered for education organizations in Oak Park, Austin, and the neighboring communities of Chicago. He was a member and past president of the Board of Education in Oak Park Elementary School District 97. Ade was a founding member and vice chair of the Board of Directors for the Austin Business and Entrepreneurship Academy. He is chair emeritus on the Board of Directors of AABNA, a nonprofit organization responsible for pooling resources to bring about effective social and economic change in the Austin community. In Oak Park, Ade was chair of the Board of Directors for the Western Suburban Medical Center and is a trustee of the Oak Park Township. A member of the Rotary Club of Oak Park River Forest, he served on the board in various committees, assisting with the Interact Club, presiding over membership and the annual dictionary project. As club president, he initiated the club's flagship event, the Rotary Food Truck Rally, promoting Rotary in the community and tripling fundraising. He was the 2016 Rotarian of the Year. At the district level, he served as the District Youth Services Chair, District Interact Chair, Assistant District Governor, Board Liaison on the District Strategic Planning Task Force, and on the Board of Directors. He is an EREY Paul Harris Society member and a member of the Polio Plus Society. Ade and his wife Kathy are both Paul Harris Fellows. They have 2 adult married children and 6 grandchildren, 2 of whom are interactors. The family is very supportive of the Rotary Youth Exchange and has hosted a student from Finland. Welcoming Governor Ade Onayemi.
Wow. Wow, what a reception. Geez, I should come here more often. Well, I am going to time myself because I tend to be verbose, and I know we're going to try and get this done on time. So, greetings, everyone. It is a pleasure and a privilege to be with you this afternoon. Thank you, AG Mike Theodore, for the introduction. Thank you, President Timo, and the Rotary One members and guests. And I should acknowledge my DGE, who is here, even though this is his club. Good to see you, Connor. And my PDG, Ose. Where is he? Oh, almost missed you. Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming here. Yes. So, I am going to congratulate your club on its exemplary and diverse community service and international service, and your commendable partnerships. Because, again, I got the memo. And as usual, very, very good work. And you continue to perform exceptionally as the flagship of Rotary and the birthplace of Rotary. I applaud you for upholding the legacy of the world's first service club. You are to be commended on your comprehensive 5-year strategic plan, although I think it went up to like 2019, and I wanted to see some updates, so I'm going to be following up on that. But your leadership in global grants is also well noted, so thank you very much. And while I'm giving thanks, thank you for contributing to the foundation annual giving. It is critical and essential for the work we do, and also for the Polio Fund. The Rotary Foundation is the engine that drives our mission, and membership contributions fuels the funds. As one of my favorite Rotarians says, no money, no mission, no members, no money. So thank you for your steadfast stewardship. Some of my messages today may be about speaking to the choir. Still, sharing RI and district initiatives is an opportunity, so please bear with me. I have the honor of serving our district during this historic year, where we are led by the first female president of Rotary International, RI President Jennifer Jones. And thankfully, it's not one and done. It is now, I believe, 2024, 2025. Stephanie Urchik from the Pennsylvania will be another RI president. So it's a good thing, especially when we think about the history. It took a 7-0 vote at the Supreme Court to get this to happen. And I will explain the 7-0 vote. Sandra Day O'Connor was married to a Rotarian, so she abstained, did the right thing. And so did the other Supreme Court Justice, Blackmun. He abstained because he was an honorary Rotarian. So I believe it would have been 9-0, and that would have been a good thing. So we move on. And what a wonderful year. President Jones asks us to imagine Rotary. She wants us to imagine Rotary by turning our dreams and aspirations to reality. And how do we do that? By fulfilling and fully partaking in the activities of Rotary at home and globally. Imagine Rotary where we make the most of our club experience. So she wants us to focus on 4 initiatives that help us to imagine Rotary. First, advancing our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Second, creating a welcoming club experience. She actually says, your clubs need to provide care and comfort for new members and your ongoing members. Let's not call them old members. She also wants us to expand our reach. And you guys do that very well here. And fourth, she wants to continue past President Sheikha Mater's Girls Empowerment Initiative. President Jones reminds us that diversity is one of Rotary's longstanding core values and its most significant strengths. However, she knows that there's more to be done to ensure that Rotary's culture exemplifies our values of diversity, equity, and inclusion. With input and guidance from the DEI Task Force, Rotary has strengthened our commitment to DEI, resulting in a greater focus on celebrating every individual's contributions, advancing equity, and creating a more welcoming and inclusive culture. On inclusion, how do we make our clubs more welcoming for current and new members? That's the word, current. We must examine where we are by asking our members about their experiences. Then make changes to their feedback. Then ask again and again. We must make open and honest feedback central to the club culture. She emphasized that DEI is not and should not be a political issue. We all have the right to be treated with dignity and respect. So imagine DEI by increasing your knowledge of DEI. Define why it matters to your club. So she encourages each of us to do our part to ensure Rotary is a welcoming and inclusive community by 1, learning more about DEI in Rotary, including understanding definitions and how to celebrate and respect our differences. 2, determining why DEI matters to our club and community and how using DEI principles can help our clubs grow and become stronger. 3, raising awareness of DEI, including creating a DEI committee in your club that reflects the demographics of your community. And 4, we're people of action. Taking action on DEI in your club and community. For instance, educating yourself about underrepresented groups in your community to become more knowledgeable and effective advocate for DEI. Expand your reach by making a measurable difference while introducing Rotary to new audiences, potential partners, and influencers. About Girls Empowerment Initiative, let me share some numbers. 60 million girls are globally denied access to education. 60 million. The pandemic disrupted the education of an estimated 850 million girls worldwide. An estimated 11 million girls may never return to school. On October 11, we observed International Day of the Girl. And I sent information out to all the presidents asking that clubs plan a hands-on project on that day, focusing on girl empowerment. And then we want you to share your success on the Rotary Showcase to encourage others to take action. Some of the action opportunities include clean water, sanitary facilities in schools. In a lot of the developing countries, that is a major problem for girls. It discontinues their education because they're not able to attend school on a regular basis. Supporting girls in crisis, such as human trafficking, something that still goes on and is here in our community and in our country. Providing mentoring for girls in STEM-related areas of study, science, engineering, technology, and mathematics, areas where girls have been discouraged historically. Helping a new mom. And finally, just using your voice to encourage girls. Those are some of the action opportunities that we've tried to share with people and see what you can do with them. Now to district focus. Our district focus is on membership retention, onboarding Rotaractors as members of Rotary International, engaging our youth and the next generation, continuing mental health initiatives with projects such as Comfort Kits for Kids, showcasing Rotary and DEI. In March, during the president-elect's training, we directed our club presidents-elect to review and incorporate Rotary International strategic plan, known as the Rotary Action Plan, when shaping club priorities and goals. The 4 fundamental objectives of the action plan are as follows. 1, increase our impact. 2, expand our reach. That's that word, that's that phrase again. Enhance participant engagement and increase our ability to adapt. The plan, quote, builds upon our past success and sets future direction to ensure that we continue to grow, unite people, and make a lasting impact, unquote. Clubs' goals should be aligned accordingly. It's an opportunity to engage your members in discussion and visioning. So the action plan framework guides our district focus. In 2005, when I joined Rotary, membership in our district was over 2,000. My club members numbered well over 100. Today, we report having 58 members. While the North American 2-decade membership decline in members is not unique to my club, I know that you have a number of 119. That is way down from the numbers that Rotary One had in 2005. We need to change the trend. On July 1st, this district reported 1,540 members to Rotary, a 69-member loss from July 1st, 2021. Undoubtedly, the shutdown and changes made in the last 2 years hurt membership. However, Knowing that membership decline in North America precedes the shutdown, I decided to review the previous 5-year period from 2017 to 2021. July 1st, 2017, we had 1,799 members. 2018, 1,769. 2019, 1,719. 2020, 1,695. 2021, 1,609. Those numbers show 30, 20, at most probably, I guess, 90, and then 69 lately. But the actual 5-year loss from July 1st, 2017 to July 1st, 2021 was 1,508. We didn't start with 3,000. So the numbers show that we attract members, but lose more than we gain. Furthermore, they rotate out of our clubs within 2 and 3 years of joining. It's not what Rotary is. That will is not for them to be going out. So I decided to act by tasking the district membership committee with the responsibility of providing orientation for all new members. Because I know even my club, our orientation and onboarding of new members has changed drastically from what it was in 2005. The way I was brought in is not what we do these days. And since each club does it differently, I'd like to find one way that we can at least do this. So the committee is planning 4 sessions at various geographic locations in the district. They will invite all members that joined in the last 5 years to come and participate. Orientation will include Rotary 101. It'll be a plenary session, and breakouts for participants to share their reason for joining Rotary, their expectations, and their experience. The committee will also reach out to those that left in the last 5 years. Since most clubs do not conduct exit interviews, and if they do not share it with the information with the district, we will ask those members who left, if they're so inclined, to share their experiences with us. We will also reach out to spouses and family members and partners of Rotarians who have died, because 15% of that 1,508 actually died. So we're going to reach out to them and invite them to join. Our objective is to listen, learn, and create opportunities for engaged membership. On July 1st, we welcomed the expansion of Rotary membership to include Rotaract clubs. Rotaractors are now included in our district in all aspects, on the board, on the committees, and every activity of the district. We're asking you to do the same. Regarding engaging youth and next generation, we have the challenge of bringing on the next generation of Rotarians. I want you to share the gift of membership with those who share our values. Seek opportunities to collaborate on projects with a Rotaract club. Intentionally include Rotaractors, interactors, faculty advisors, and families in your service projects and Rotary activities. Rotary Youth programs include Interact, Rotary Youth Exchange, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards Ryler, New Generation Service Exchange, Rotary Peace Fellowships, and Rotary Community Corps. Invite them to speak at your club. Rotary has invested heavily in these programs for many years, yet we don't retain an appreciative number of alums from these programs as Rotarians. Therefore, it is incumbent on every Rotary club to find an avenue to engage the next generation. We asked every president to work to achieve the Rotary Citation. This award recognizes the challenge work that clubs do throughout the year, and you guys do a good job of that. There are 25 available goals that you can review online at my Rotary website. Clubs should select at least 13 goals to apply towards citation achievements. We must grow more to do more. We can change the trend and grow membership by telling compelling stories and showcasing our projects. Finally, the 2023 conference is set for May 6, 2023. Some of you Royal fans, please set your DVR. Don't let the coronation conflict with Rotary. So we're going to meet at the Max in McCook. The theme for the district conference is Imagine Together, a Rotary exposition. Each Rotary, Rotaract, Interact, Early Act Club, along with invited partners, will highlight their activities in an exposition format. We will also engage in service projects, putting together comfort kits for kids and assembling beds for children with Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We ask that each club set up a booth to showcase its projects. I invite you to bring your family, friends, colleagues, relatives you get along with, and anyone you think will be interested in what we do at home and globally. Admission is free to all. I look forward to a year of fun and Rotary service as we all imagine Rotary. A Rotary that is intentional in embracing justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion, JEDI, well beyond the next century. In the words of Paul Harris, if Rotary is to realize its proper destiny, it must be evolutionary at all times and revolutionary on occasions. And in My Road to Rotary, our founder also said, quote, friendship was the foundation rock on which Rotary was built, and tolerance is the element which holds it together, unquote. Thank you.
Stay here, Ade.
I will. Thank you.
I'm going to run away from you for a second, not because I'm afraid,
Okay.
but I'm going to get the second mic.
Okay.
And that way I can facilitate. But I know that Lisa has the first question. Let's get started there.
Yes.
Ade, back to the DI. Oh, thank you. Everyone hear me? You asked us earlier this year to participate in a survey.
Yes.
And I was wondering, I just hadn't seen it, but maybe it's out there, if you had any results on that survey. Thank you.
Very timely question. Yes, we do have the results of the survey. The district DEI committee met last evening, and we heard from Justice Informed. Did you put in your hand up? Did you want to say something to that, Alita?
Hi, Lisa. We received our results on the 11th. We are presenting them to the board next week through Justice Informed as your district DEI co-chair with Ose over here. And we are putting together some great initiatives to help our membership understand some things that they didn't understand or know where to find, like the RIDEI statement. A lot of people didn't know there was one. So we're gonna help them find it and give them other great opportunities to get resources from the district for every club. And actually, I was raising my hand for a question, but I guess since I'm up here, I'll just ask it. I'll just plug myself. So, and if anyone wants to be a part of this in our district or in our club that wants to be a part of our JEDI committee, because we changed the name to Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee, please reach out to myself or Ose to be a member and help us move forward with that. Thank you.
And I actually want to thank you. Your club was one of the clubs that was noted as having participated in the survey. Thank you very much.
Any other questions here in the room? I'm pretty sure there will be, because you're not a shy group. Was that
Boy,
a hand?
I thought I threw a whole lot at you, and obviously you all agree.
No doubt. Well, I have a question.
Go ahead.
You have the privilege, but maybe it's a curse, to visit a ton of clubs in the district. You see what works and what doesn't work. This club, our board, has spent a ton of time trying to determine how to improve the attractiveness of the club. Is it through programming, speakers? When you travel around the district, what do you see works best? I'll be honest, I'm a lawyer. I'll be happy to copycat whatever works in other clubs.
One thing I picked up in Rotary is that we don't steal ideas, we borrow. And fair exchange is no robbery, which is one of the reasons why I wanted this Rotary exposition. For all the 64 clubs to be there and showing what they do and how they do it, and exchanging ideas. There's some things that you may do better than they do, or they do, vice versa. In my language, we have a saying that until you see somebody else's father's farm, you think yours is the biggest. So it's always good to reflect. You do a wonderful job in terms of speakers, in terms of projects that you're doing in the community and globally. So you're way ahead of majority of our clubs. One of the unfortunate issues with our clubs is that a lot of them stick with their community. So they're in silos. Even within the community, they're not doing as much public imaging. So I think they could get a lot more from you than you from them. But I think, again, showcasing, telling people what you do, and every opportunity you get to promote and advance your projects and the values of Rotary, I think is what you need. And again, you check all the boxes. So I don't know what else to actually tell you, but I've been to about 40 clubs now, and you're exceptional.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad to stand here. Really, this success has not been built on my shoulders. It's been built on the shoulders of the presence before me and the board, but thank you for the compliment. Yes. Any other questions here in the room? Otherwise, I'd like to turn it to our friends online. Can you guys see whether in the chat box there are questions? I can't see.
There's no questions.
No?
No, in the chat box.
Okay, great.
They have one.
All right, if unmute yourself if you have something to ask. All right, great. Ade, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
In our little tradition, we have a little thank you. Let me turn this one off. We don't have an echo. There you go. We have a little tradition. It's a little thank you present.
Sure.
This year, it's a Rotary cup. Typically, I present it with the invitation to drink as much Rotary coffee as you can. Drink the Kool-Aid, really. You don't have to do that, but enjoy the cup anyway.
Thank you.
All right? Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate it.
All right, Connor, Mr. District Governor-elect, would you please join me for a second? And now I'd like to make an announcement here.
Back up a little bit. I'll just take it out, actually.
Calling me short?
I'm not calling you short. Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are ya? Good. All right. Excellent. Well, I am excited to be here because I have two exciting opportunities for you to engage with. For those of you that are not aware, we are currently bidding for the International Convention to bring it back to Chicago. So it typically comes to Chicago on the 25th anniversary year. So it was last held in 2005, and we are bidding for the 2030 convention, which means it'll be the 125th anniversary. So there are two opportunities for you to get engaged this weekend with the bid. We have the bid committee, so it's a representative of 6 individuals from the board of directors, from staff, and they will be arriving tomorrow. And there are 2 events that you can partake in. One Thursday evening. It is at the Marriott Marquis, which is at the McCormick Place. It'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. And it's kind of a private community reception with Rotarians and community groups that have supported the bid. So there's just a couple of spots left, but I was told that I could invite my club. So if you are interested, please let me know, and I will make sure that you are on the RSVP list. There'll be open bar, tons of food. The mayor will not be there, but she will have a recorded video. And there will be lots of dignitaries there, so please join us if you are able to. Just let me know. And the second thing is, as part of the criteria for evaluation, they look at ways in which you engage the community, so community engagement and participation. And so one of the ways that we're doing that is we actually rented out Pioneer Plaza, which is on Michigan Avenue in the river, right outside of the Apple Store. It's flanked by the Apple Store, Chicago Tribune Tower, and then NBC Tower in the back. So we have that entire plaza. We'll be setting up several shelter box tents. We have Riley, which is the Iron Lung, and some kind of informational kind of signs about polio and polio eradication. And we have a huge rotary wheel that will be blown up in that area. And that will take place all day. So it starts at 7 a.m. and goes until 3 p.m. The committee will be there for about 45 minutes between 9:15 and 9:30. And then they will stay until about 10:15. And so we're looking for volunteers. We need folks to help set up the shelter boxes, tents, as well as, talk to the community and kind of engage people as they're walking by, either going to work or shopping on Michigan Avenue, and telling them all the great things that we do as Rotarians, and hopefully getting them to join us and join Rotary, as Ade said. So if you're interested in either of those events, please let me know and we'll get you signed up. Absolutely. So the first event is this Thursday, which is October 20th, in the evening from 6 to 8 at McCormick Place. It is in the Marriott Marquis on their 33rd floor. And then the other event is Friday, October 21st, which is 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Pioneer Plaza. Thank you.
And I think we'll have the information on the gyrator as well. So, thank you, sir. Well, this gets us to the fun part at the meetings where we introduce our guests. The first group of guests I'd like to introduce or invite to introduce yourselves are our visiting international Rotarians here in the room. Who is visiting from abroad in the room? There you go.
Hi, my name is Shinji Higuchi. I came from Osaka, Japan. Actually, this is my second visit to Rotary One. Let me have inform our project in the future. We, Osaka, will host the 2025 Expo in Osaka. Maybe next summer, we will promote what the Rotary will engage in the Expo. And we are looking forward to welcoming all the international visitors to come into Osaka during the Expo from middle of April until the October in 2025. I'm looking forward to see you, all of you, in Osaka. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else here in the room from abroad? Otherwise, we'll turn to our friends on Zoom for a second. Unmute yourself and tell us where you're visiting from.
I guess I can start. Brett Mitchell from Rotary Club of Joliet. Nice to see Ade. I wasn't able to see him when he came to our club, and I'm working with Connor for his district governor installation.
Great, thank you, welcome. So were there any other international folks online before we go to the US Rotarians? Doesn't sound like it, right?
Thank you so much, President. My name is Derek Kawiye from the Rotary Club of Kampala South. And I mean, DG Ade has talking about Rotary and the involvement of Rotary. So actually, this opportunity to invite all Rotarians in Chicago who would love to come to Uganda. The Rotary Club of Chicago Citywide Service is having a service project to Uganda in February from the 11th to 22nd of February. So the information is the emails that we've been receiving from District 6 450. And those who are interested, please sign up. And it's been an honor being here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Anyone else, please? All right, U.S. Rotarians here in the room.
Good afternoon. My name is Ade Onayemi, and I am from the E Club of Central Texas, which is based in Austin, Texas, but we have members throughout the United States, and do everything a regular Rotary Club does. We just do it all online. So I'm glad to be at Rotary One in Chicago. And we in Texas, we kind of like to think of ourselves as another country. So I'm kind of both international and national.
Welcome, y'all.
Good afternoon. My name is Frank Ivey. I'm in the Rotary Club of Austin North by Northeast, which is in Austin, Texas. I'm actually a native Austinite, been in Rotary for 26 years. I am the current lieutenant governor. We have 2 lieutenant governors that oversee assistant governors, and I have 4 clubs as well. So I'm in District 5870. And I'd also like to present to your club president a banner from my home club in Austin.
Let's do this at the, thank you very much, but we'll do the flag exchange right after. How's that?
Okay.
The proper photo.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Oops. Can you pass the mics on? Yeah.
I'm Linda Ludy. My husband is Jim. I am from Troy, Michigan, Rotary. I am assistant governor in District 6380, which is Southeast Michigan and parts of Canada, one of the international districts. Our club has sister clubs in LA, Lebanon. We do a lot of water projects in Lebanon. We're now working on health because, as you know, Lebanon has many needs. We have a sister club in India, Bangalore. There we have done PPE work for COVID, and we've also done work with orthopedics in polio, and of course polio's gone, but some of the kids still have the problems, and also does work with other healthcare in India. We enjoy our local projects with Hope Warming Center, homeless, kids that are hungry, and so on. We enjoy our international projects because that takes us around the world. Really nice to visit you today.
Welcome.
Steve Achilles. This is actually, I think, my 5th time, and I think last time I can claim myself as a visitor from Milwaukee, Oregon Club, and actually was a member of the diversity group for our district there. And we have just relocated to Chicago within the last few weeks, and looking forward to being active in Chicago Rotary.
I've got the membership form for you right here. Steve, I've got your pre-filled membership form right there. All right, anybody else here in the room? Great. Online, who do we have online? Any U.S. Rotarians visiting us today online? One, two, three. Apparently not. Very good. That takes us to welcoming our guests here today. Who's brought guests? Would like to introduce the guests? Well, since you all failed that task, I brought guests. It's my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome my parents here. My mom, Crystal, my father, Garrett. And then I've also been able to convince one of my esteemed colleagues, Nadine, to join me here today. Welcome. All right. Any other guests online? Good. Well, that gets us to the announcement. Sarah, you want to come up here for 1 second, please? I know that was not planned, but you want to give a quick update on the dictionary project?
Yes, well, you read my mind. I wanted the microphone anyway, so thank you. Okay, so last Tuesday, was it? 7 of us, Joel was there, and there were, you can see who was there, Ted was there. We spent about 3 hours putting about 3,000 labels in dictionaries, and this is all part of our dictionary project. These dictionaries will be scheduled to be delivered out to 3rd graders. So we are excited to get this going again. And I'd also, the reason I really wanted the microphone in addition to talking about the dictionary project was to plug the Meals on Wheels bingo event, which is next Thursday. So the registration link is in the gyrator today. This event is next Thursday on October 27th. It starts at 9:30, although I think the bingo actually starts at 10, but we need some setup time. And we'll be leading the bingo for the seniors, and then we'll be also serving lunch. So if you're able to come to a part or all of it, that would be great. All the information about the location is in the gyrator today with the registration link. Can I say registration link again? Because we would really like people to come out to do this. We're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And as always, quick reminder for you to please check the gyrator and the club website for our upcoming events and committee activities. Now, every week I stand here and invite you to submit some information on the member minutes, successes, something you're proud in your families. If I don't get the email, the office won't get the email, we'll call you and we'll enforce that information a little harsher. But think about it, that's where the membership really comes together, and fellowship is fellowship, if you can share those moments, so don't be shy. Real quick, Tuesday, October 25th is going to be the World Polio Day celebration. We'll have Michael McGovern speak. He is the chair of the RI Polio Plus Committee. So that should be a very nice event. The goal for us was to reach $2,500. And that brings me to this piggy bank that looks more like a dog. As you know, I committed to matching, and so did Bob. We committed to matching every dollar you put in. So far, I've put in more money than I wanted to. If my wife knew the amount of money I put in, she'd kill me. But that's fine. I would encourage you to increase the pain so we get to our goal, please. Please do so. There are piggy banks on each table. A little extra dollar here or there will help. With that, I think we can go to the committee meetings, and I think the Shada, I saw you earlier online. There you are. You ready? Unmuted.
Yes, yes, I'm ready. Hi, everyone.
Great. Hi. Give us a quick ISD update, please.
Yes, definitely. So I'm Shada Calderwood. I'm the co-chair of the International Services along with Marga Huko. I'm happy to say that the International Strategic Plan this year 100% aligns with our Rotary Global Plan that we heard earlier. We're a very busy committee. I just wanted to talk about the couple projects global grant projects that we are working on right now. One of them is the Creating Stem Cell Project, Cairo Bank in Ukraine. So there's only one there currently, and it's a global grant project. We are the international partner for this project. Fundraising efforts already started with Marga's support. We engaged Rotary Club of Lighthouse with a Zoom call with the doctors in Ukraine and Ukraine Rotary Club. And we were able to collect nearly $5,000 from that club. So more to come. We're very excited about that, what we can do for the Ukraine stem cell project. Secondly, we are the project led by Richard Ziegler. You know, he's our committee as well. It's in the I would say that we call the project Maternal and Child Health Program. It's in Uganda. We partner with the Uganda Rotary Club, and we are the international partner for this project as well. 80% budget will be the equipment, and 20% will be training about the doctors, nurses, and midwives. This global grant project will be serving 60 plus public health facilities in Uganda, and will be deliver over 100,000 babies, so per year. So very excited about this project as well. Again, we are the international partner on this as well. We are also in touch with a couple other clubs. Tokyo West, we're involved with them, working on a project, upcoming project on a global grant basis, same as the Rotary Club of Paris. We are working on a connected hospital project that includes country project. So it's a pretty big project, global grant project that will be coming up in our way as well. That's all for now, Timo.
Thank you so much to you and everybody on the International Service Committee. Thank you very much. And by the way, you were mentioned last week for winning the professional award. You weren't here, but since we have you now, congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, and in good old tradition, before we conclude, Mike, would you want to join me for the four-way test? And by the way, Ade, we have a fifth element to the four-way test that has been invented here. When you have a six, all right, Mike. Everybody stand, please. Four-way test right here. Mike, you want to?
Increasing the pain.
All right, there you go. So go ahead.
All right.
And give the microphone to me for the fifth.
Okay.
No further.
The four-way test of the things that we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will be beneficial to all concerned? And
fifth, for Rotary One, will it be fun? Thank you. The meeting is concluded. Oh, hold six.
Will it be kind?
Great. Thank you very much. The meeting is adjourned.